What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today's a big day because I'm about to unbox our new Ricoma MT-1501 Embroidery Machine. Well, not necessarily unbox, I'm about to uncrate this big box right here. As you can see, it just got delivered right now. So we're about to bust this thing open, show you guys what's inside. So the crate's held together, it's wood, and it's held together with these like metal clip looking things. So I'm gonna start off by taking off the top ones, bust this thing all the way open. This thing is packaged up, cool as hell. First things first, tabletop right here. Put this to the side. Got a little booklet here with some of the information. A couple boxes inside of here. This looks like, it says embroidery, thread, and supplies. Something else from AutoCap, another box. Wooden supports inside the box. It's another box. We'll open all these boxes separate so we can see what's inside here. This right here looks like it's the frame for the actual stand. Here's the other legs right here. So now I'm going to take off these metal clips on this side so we can take this side of the box down and show you the actual machine. There you have it. Apologize for all this sweat right here, but it's a blistering 91 degrees in Los Angeles today. Wait, let me double check that. 90 degrees in Los Angeles. Open this, uncrating this thing in my garage. Pretty hot, so don't mind the fan, don't mind the sweat. But here we go, the Ricoma MT-1501. Actually, I like to apologize. This is the back of the machine right here, so it's not that exciting just to see the back, but this is the 15 needle single head embroidery machine. All right, so I'm about to get this thing situated, take down the rest of these container walls right here, get it ready, lift up so we could put it in the truck so we could actually take it to the shop. It's not going to live right here at my house. I had it delivered to my house, but we're actually going to be taking this thing to the shop. So let me finish unwrapping this thing, taking the walls off, and then I'll give you guys some close-ups with the camera to show you guys the actual machine. All right, so this thing is heavy as hell. We're gonna be waiting for my brother to help me out so we could both pick it up, put it in my truck, take it to the shop. while we wait for my brother to get here, we're gonna open up these boxes that came inside of this crate and show you guys what's inside. So this is the first box, the Madeira box. Like a bunch of thread. It says easy cap, just right. So I'm guessing this is like backing for it. I don't know too much about embroidery. We're about to be learning all together. So it looks like there's a few sheets of this in here, and there's a picture of hats, so maybe that's for hats. This is Aqua Supreme topping. Not exactly sure what that is, but we're gonna be figuring it out. That's what it looks like inside the bag. Here's another one, super hefty plush, just right. This one has a picture of, looks like a crew neck sweater, so maybe this is the backing when you want to embroider on some clothes. And another one, and it looks like it's made for tote bags. So this looks like a stabilizer of some sort, or something to put on the back when you're stitching stuff on. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here's some actual thread right here. Some neon thread, poly neon. And more poly neon embroidery thread. So that's the first box. Like I said, we're all going to be learning how all of this stuff works with this machine right here together. Here's the other box right here. This one is from AutoCap. This is everything that came with the Ricoma MT-1501. And it looks like some sample hats to test out, and an auto catalog. So I'm guessing these are all the auto blank hats. I always see auto at the ISS trade show. They always have like this big crazy booth in Long Beach along the wall. I've used their hats in the past before. I believe their warehouse is in Ontario, California, but I don't use them often. I've used them before in the past for some 6-panel snapbacks. And they sent this denim dad hat made by Otto. Here goes a snapback. Looks like it's cotton. I don't think this one's acrylic. Has a Velcro back. Yeah, this one's 100% cotton hat. And then they sent this snapback, 6-panel snapback. These are the ones that I'm used to actually using from them. I think this is acrylic or wool. I don't even know if you can see that. 85 acrylic, 15 wool. It's a regular 6-panel snapback. This one's two-tone, gray, black bill, light gray underbill. So this is cool that they send some stuff to actually test out. I've been stocking up on blank hats and stuff at the shop just for this, because I know I'm going to be going through a bunch of hats, just testing stuff out, trying it out, trying to figure this machine out. So I ordered a bunch of stuff just to test out. Dad hats, regular snapbacks, different snapbacks from different companies, wool, acrylic, cotton, cotton poly, bunch of different stuff to see how this machine holds up and it works. And let me open up that last box. I have a feeling this box right here is, just to show it in camera, this box is, I think, all the attachments. So like the hat hoop, all the different size hoops for this actual machine. So let's just cut it open, see what's in there. And I was correct. Bunch of different size hoops and attachments. Oh, there's a toolbox down here too. This looks like the thing to load the hats on. All the cable, power cord, all of that stuff is in here. But there's this toolbox. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it has a little bit of everything. looks like some sort of liquid. I'm guessing maybe this is alcohol. This looks like spare parts. Set of screwdrivers. Needle nose pliers. Set of Allen wrenches. Some other kind of squeeze bottle. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna use that for. Not exactly sure what this, I think this might be alcohol. I'm not 100% sure. There's actual liquid in there though. And then on top has a lot of nuts and bolts, little brushes, little thread spools, springs, sorts. So there's a lot of different things in this tray right here. We'll get way more in depth and detail with everything that's inside of this thing and what everything in here is going to be used for when we're at the shop and actually using it. All right, there you have it. Ricoma MT-1501 embroidery machine here, unboxed, uncrated. We opened up all the boxes for you guys. Now, just waiting for my brother so we can load this into my truck and bring it to the shop. All right, now it's also worth noting that the shipping company, they won't bring this machine into your home. So what they do is they'll come and they'll leave it on the sidewalk for you. They'll leave it in front of your garage, and then it's up to you to move it and set it up and put it wherever it's supposed to go. The shipping company does none of that stuff for you. All they are in charge of is bringing the pallet to your residence, to your shop, to wherever you need it to be delivered. And it's up to you to actually get it set up, and it's up to you to move it and put it wherever you need it to go. Ricoma and the shipping company is very, very easy to get in contact with. Their communication was perfect throughout this whole process, from placing the order to when this thing has shipped and left the warehouse, to when it's in the air, to when it reaches its destination before it gets onto the truck and gets to my house. Shipping company stays in contact with you. Ricoma also stays in contact with you the whole time. On top of that, before that thing ships, you get a few emails from Ricoma, and it's for the customer portal, getting everything set up. I also got the Chroma digitizing software, so they send the download link, how to set it up, how to get everything going, how to register the serial numbers. All of that stuff comes to you in an email prior to this thing arriving on your doorstep. Getting up and running, they send you a bunch of videos for you to watch to help you get everything going before you schedule up any training or anything like that. You watch these videos, I think it's 9 or 10 videos, and it walks you through the process. Everything I've done over the computer has been very user-friendly, setting everything up. They make everything very, very easy to know where each number is, where the serial number is, how to register your stuff, how to set up an account, downloading the digitizing software, Chroma, all that stuff was very, very easy. So far everything is a plus. I would imagine that the hard part is gonna be learning how to actually use this thing. Luckily, I've watched a few YouTube videos out there already to see kind of what I'm getting myself into, and I'm not the sharpest upstairs, so we'll see how it works out. So if I could do it, I'm pretty sure anybody out there is gonna be able to do it too, you know what I mean? So next time you see me, this thing will be outside of this crate and it will be in my shop. Now, as you can see, we got the Ricoma MT-1501 set up on the stand, ready to go. Now, a few things to remember is this thing is heavy as hell. The stand alone is heavy as hell. So it is a two-person job. Do not think that you're strong enough to pick this thing up and put it on there, because it is heavy. So transporting from my house into my truck into the shop was a tricky process, so I didn't get a chance to set up the cameras because I did not want to drop the machine. So what I did was I unboxed it at home, or took it out of the crate at home, loaded it into my truck, and then brought it to the shop. From there, I set up the stand. I think it's about 8 bolts, 4 on the front, 4 on the back, and then 4 bolts into the actual machine. So you have to lift up the machine, put it on the stand, bolt it up. Screw on the wheels, screw on the little leveling pads. That's it. But before you actually run and operate the machine, you do go through a few videos that Ricoma sends to you before you could schedule up training, before you could do any of that. It's kind of like a getting started course. A representative from Ricoma will be in contact with you after you complete those videos, schedule up some training, and you're good to go. The footprint of this machine fits in here fairly easy. So if you wanted to operate out of your house, your garage, your living room, your bedroom, it doesn't take up too much space. Plugged into your regular standard outlet, good to go. So after all the training's complete, everything is done, then I'll start making some videos of me actually using this thing and showing you guys how I use it, what I'm going to be using it for, all the way from how I'm getting business to the certain main statement of work using this machine. I got a few ideas on how I want to use this thing, how I want to get business, what the sweet spot I think is going to be for this machine. So we'll see how it all works out. So like I said, if you guys wanted to do a little bit more research and read up on this thing, I'm going to leave the links to this machine in the description box. This is a question that I've gotten all the time since I jumped onto YouTube, and it's always asking about embroidery. Can embroidery be done from home? Where do I get my embroidery done? What's the embroidery process like? Should I invest in an embroidery machine? Is there any money to be made with embroidery? Besides hats, what else can you embroider on? All of these questions will be answered in video form now that I actually have an embroidery machine in my possession. So we're going to be learning together. So as a recap, this is the Ricoma MT-1501 15 needle single head embroidery machine. I got the Chroma digitizing software, and the purchase experience from start to finish, I'm talking from doing a little bit of research to actually taking delivery of the machine, smooth as can be. Customer service over at Ricoma, very, very good. Very helpful, and I never felt like I was being sold on something. It was always educating information first before anything else. They wanted to make sure that I was educated about the machine. They wanted to make sure I was well informed about the machine, and there was never any sales pitch attached to the machine. That was a plus for myself. Because like I said, I've walked around the ISS trade show looking at embroidery machines for years. And especially at the trade shows, it's a sell thing. And then let's say that you contact them off of their website or whatever it is, then you get a representative just trying to sell. That experience gets very overwhelming, very, very fast. With Ricoma, it was the complete opposite. Never once did they say this is going to be the best machine for you. Never once did they say you should buy this one. They asked what I was looking for. They provided information about all of the machines together, whether it was a beginner machine or a commercial machine, whatever it was. All they did was provide the information and answered all of my questions for me. That's what made me decide to go with Ricoma. I think I made a video about embroidery, and I was looking at a bunch of different companies. And one of the main reasons why I went with Ricoma was for the customer service, and they actually cared about me being informed and educated about the machine before just selling me on anything. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to get into this thing. I'm excited to take the training, and I'm excited to put this thing to work. So remember, when you're unboxing this thing, it's gonna take 2 people to lift it out of the crate. The stand alone comes in pieces. It's 4 pieces. The 2 legs are attached on the sides, and then there's like a crossbar plate that goes across. That's what gets bolted in. Solid steel, so it is heavy. After you set that up, you're gonna need 2 people to pick this thing out of the crate and put it onto the stand. They have little stickers on the side that say where you can put your hand to lift up, but the sucker's heavy, all right? So if you guys got any questions, or if you own this same exact machine, I could use whatever tips and tricks you got. I could use whatever help and advice you have for myself. If you're thinking about getting into embroidery, let me know in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, man, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.